Hello, parents and scholars. Hopefully this time we can get the audio attached to this video. Sorry about that. Wanted to give you all an update through our usual videos to just give you an idea of what it is that we've been working on in the past, as well as some updates about what it is that we're going to be doing in the upcoming weeks as we look forward to some precautions and some things that are just cautionary measures. But I wanted to keep you all informed and let you all know what the plan would be. So, first of all, we started out this week doing grammar and we finished up a lot of adverbial elements. Um, and really, all that means is that your scholars have kind of been learning about the idea that words and phrases can both be used in a singular part of speech to describe a verb. And if that makes no sense to you, I'm sure that if you ask your scholars that they'd be happy to let you know, because many of them did very, very well on their quiz that they just had on that unit. So, moving on from that, in history, we've been covering the Industrial Revolution. Not just the facts about what happened leading up to it, but a lot of the ideology and philosophy behind what it is that led to all of the Industrial Revolution actions, quite honestly. So we spent quite a bit of time talking about ideas of capitalism and the ideas of socialism and those contrasting views and a lot of the different key proponents of those ideas. So, for example, something like laissez-faire economics or supply and demand or division of labor. We've dabbled in Marxism a little bit as to what that meant, what that means now. As we go on through the curriculum, we do have a chapter set all about Karl Marx, and I'm excited to talk about with your scholars. We've been focusing quite a bit on the main idea of each section as does human production justify human uh, for lack of a better term, human oppression, human exploitation, and say, okay, well, the Industrial Revolution had a bunch of positive qualities, but a lot of people suffered, and we've been justifying and talking back and forth about, well, what do we think about that? How do we integrate virtue into this? How do we understand this in mind of a classical education? Very interesting discussion. You are all raising a bunch of fine young philosophers, which is a lot of fun to talk to. Um, Moving on from that, we've been doing our normal stuff in the Canto Monte Cristo. This has been one of my favorite books so far we've done this year. It has a really good story, a lot of changes. It's got action, it's got mystery. It's exciting, and I'm thinking your scholars are digging their teeth into the meat of this material. And after that, we've been finishing up some different units in math, but moving towards algebraic expressions through variables, as well as combining like terms. That's pretty much what we've been doing there. It's a lot of just kind of learning the material initially. I've been trying to slow it down first and learn some basic concepts, going back to PEMDAS and being able to better understand it at a slower level so that some of this newer stuff makes more sense. Finally, we've been getting into our unit in science titled Oceans and Tides. They just took a quiz on this a couple of minutes ago, so I'm excited to grade those. I feel like we had a pretty good handle on that information, but I'll have those grades in and back with your scholars to take home today. Last thing to mention is that we are planning on, as TCCA, having school after spring break. So no word has come out about cancellation from the coronavirus, but I will make sure to let you all know if that is the case. Now, one thing I am doing as a precautionary measure is having your scholars take home the Count of Monte Cristo book just in case they have to keep up with their reading. And additionally, we have given them the IXL information that is for their school. Now, some of them, whether they're not here or whatnot, uh, can contact me. You all can email me and let me know. I will do my best to be proactive about that. But in case anything falls through the cracks, email me and I'll make sure to get the usernames and passwords out to each of you in the event that school is canceled, so that they can keep up with their homework and studies while we would be away. I understand that can lead to a bunch of questions and concerns, and if you have any of those, feel free to email me. I'll do my best to answer those and provide the information for you and your family to be able to best continue your child's education and support them when they might not even be here. Now, like I said, we are planning on having school, so I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody when we get back. But I hope you all have a fantastic spring break, whether you're traveling, whether you're staying here. Stay safe and have a great time. We'll see you when you guys get back. Bye.